Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, and on today's video I'm going to go off topic again. I'm going to be talking about iconic bikes. Now, we all have fond memories of our childhood bicycles. Some even made it onto the big screen, and for so many of us, bicycles are defining of our childhood. More than that, perhaps, they're an essential vehicle from the journey from birth to independence. It all starts with what is an iconic moment for both children and parents, when youngsters first pedal unaided, riding away from the arms of their father or mother, both literally and metaphorically. From that moment on, before owning a car is anything like a possibility, bikes are machines that expand our range as we grow. Any of us that learned how to ride a bike in childhood likely have memories of pedal-powered roaming with a pack of friends, misadventures, far from home, and perhaps even making a two-wheeled escape from mischief. It's no surprise then that children's bikes are big business. There are more brands and models that one can keep up with, but most there are generic to the extreme. Today there are also high-end mountain and racing bikes with the 14-inch wheels for tiny riders, and also sports high-performance disc brakes, highly specialised frame geometry, and a range of parts that push them into many hundreds of pounds each. And then there are the icons. Bikes like the Chopper, Tomahawk, Grifter and Burner will be etched into the minds of so many, for yes, in the UK and beyond. It was the bicycles of the 1885 founded British cycling outfit, the Raleigh Bicycle Company, that really captured what childhood was about. But before we look at those classics, it's worth considering the emergence of the concept of a bicycle for children, which may be something we in part have to thank the arrival of the automobile for. During the bone-shaking early history of the pedal bike, we saw the earliest examples of the bicycle emerge in the opening 2 decades of the 19th century. There were contraptions that were conceived for adults. However, early riders were sometimes mocked for their choice of transportation, with the nickname hobby horse given to the bicycles to suggest that they were a childish pursuit. Eventually, however, the roadster form emerged and the dominant adult model of the pedal bike became popular across the globe. In fact, that town bike design was proved perennial and remains common today. But around the same time as the roadster emerged, the mass producing of cars was beginning, and increasingly they became an affordable means of transport. While roadsters' usage and sales persisted, with the arrival of the automobile, suddenly bicycles were perceived as perhaps more suitable for children, particularly in the United States. Manufacturers increasingly turned their attention to children's bikes, with many reports suggesting before 1916 as the date that the earliest child-specific bicycle was produced. Mass manufacturing and its bedfellows of marketing, branding and advertising had to grow up a little before the real iconic kids' bikes emerged, however. The most famed, of course, is the Chopper. Despite being a British icon, the Chopper actually debuted in 1969 issue of the Raleigh US catalogue, arriving in the UK the following year. It quickly became an obsession of youngsters, and strong sales turned around the fortunes of the then struggling Raleigh. Its design is credited to Nottingham resident Alan Oakley, though a Cambridge designer by the name of Tom Carran has also laid claim to conceiving the concept, which was heavily inspired by the flourishes of the American Chopper motorcycles. In fact, the US 1964 Schwinn Stingray kids bike also had a significant influence on the styling and the function of the Chopper, with the latter inheriting much of the former's high-riser design. Today, a mint original Mark I Chopper will set you back about £2,200 to £3,000 or more. Though it should be noted that as sales become less and less common, it's hard to list a precise static price. A fully restored Mark I will save you a little, but you'll still have to shell out 4 figures. You can sometimes find a rideable model for £500 or thereabouts, but even an utter wreck might push you close to £500. Then there are the smaller choppers such as the Chipper, Tomahawk and the diminutive Budgie, all of which demand a significant outpouring from your wallet. Inspired by the Chopper's success, in 1976 Raleigh started to market a pre-production version of the Grifter, which took the form of the chunky BMX that was absolutely aimed at youngsters. Raleigh once again took inspiration from the motorbikes, with a throttle style shifter on one handlebar grip, letting riders change gear as if it was revving a motorbike. A Grifter is a more affordable option today, with rideable examples swelling from between £100 to £200, and very good condition pieces nudging £600. The design of the Grifter has aged tremendously well, but it ended production in 1983 after a relatively short run. Part of the Grifter's fading might be because another rally icon began to reflect a change in tastes. BMXing had evolved from its bicycle motocross roots on US dirt tracks in the early 1970s to being a global sensation with several sub-disciplines. In 1982, Rally debuted the Burner, which remains perhaps one of the most iconic BMXs not featured in a Hollywood movie. There have been numerous models, including the Tough Burner, which featured the 5-spoke plastic mag wheels that are still seen on BMXs today, while a Mark 1 in good condition might only cost you £250 to £500. The most well-remembered models are such the blue and yellow Tough Burner might cost closer to £650. And the ultimate burner, the Team Aero Burner, is a particular favourite and extremely hard to price. To give you an impression, in 2017 Rally produced 350 reproductions to celebrate the 35th anniversary with a £500 retail price. They already sell second hand for over £1,000. Clearly, collecting classic Rally kids bikes isn't for those with shallow pockets, and with David Beckham apparently having a super tough burner mounted on his wall, you start to get a sense of how moneyed some of the classic Rally collectors are. To me, however, bikes are for riding, so if you can't justify or find a mint Mark 1 chopper, just get a classic Rally you can actually use, because the feeling of that wind in your hair is a part of really can't be priced. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, may the choice be with you.